I'm here on the podcast. What's your price? With Michael Lenoci, very funny comic. And I'm just going to ask you questions, and you're going to tell me how much money it would cost to get you to do certain things.
All right, I like this. This is fun.
Yeah. So, and then I'll get to know you. Obviously, I know you, but not everybody does. So we'll get to know you. I'll ask you questions throughout too. But the first question every time is, how much money would it take to get in the ring against Mike Tyson?
1989 Mike Tyson or today?
I mean, does it matter?
I
mean, would you get in there in 1989?
Oh, I mean, I don't know, because I think you could die. So
yeah.
So I don't know if 1989, like 18-year-old Mike Tyson is worth getting in the ring with. But right now, I mean, he still would knock you out really hard, and you get the money no matter what, even if it's 10 seconds.
Yeah. So the only rule is you have to at least try to throw a punch.
Yeah. Okay. I would do it realistically right now. And he's like in his 50s. I mean, it's still good. I'll go in there for 100 grand.
100K.
Yeah, I would do it for 100K because it's content too, and we're comedians. It's like I'm not a regular person, you know. It's like I would get a good video out of it.
You just get knocked out for 100K.
That's what it is. You're getting knocked out for 100K, and I don't think I think it's fine. I don't think I'm gonna die because he also knows what's happening. So it's not like he's gonna try to kill you.
Well, we're giving him 200K if he does.
If he does knock me out,
kill you.
If he kills me, then I'm not going in. There's no amount of money. 100K realistically right now, I'd do it. Maybe like 100 or 200K. But then again, this is hard about these games. I'm probably the most difficult guest you've ever had because it's like if someone shows up,
real professional.
Is that me or you?
That's me.
Oh.
Real professional.
Bro, it's because like if someone shows up with a fucking suitcase with $80,000 cash, you might be like, all right. But like, all right, for the sake of the game, 100K.
I think 100K is a good answer. Some people say millions of dollars.
Come on.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
It's a realistic one because it's not worth 60 because you could get fucked up for a little bit.
Okay, I like that one. Let's go to the next one. How much to go streaking at a game?
So running on the field?
Yeah.
Oof. That's you get arrested. This might be higher than 100 grand. This is like 400,000.
$400,000 to go streaking at a game. 100K to fight Mike Tyson.
Yeah, because you get in trouble. That's the problem. Like you get arrested. You get arrested, and like they're so strict about it now. It's not like even in the 90s it was less. The penalty was less, but in the 70s they just like go home. But like today it's like a fucking federal offense or some bullshit.
What about in a pink Speedo?
Yeah, I mean it doesn't matter. I'll wear it. It doesn't matter what.
Okay, so naked's not the thing.
It's not. No, I don't care. Oh, okay. So you're saying if it's closed, it's less of a penalty. I see.
Yeah, for sure. I would say.
Yeah. Okay. So in a pink Speedo, it's again now we're going down to 200, but you still get arrested.
Okay.
And you get banned from the stadium. So like okay. How about this? If it was at a Dolphins game in Miami, there's no amount of money because you don't want to
not be able to go to the stadium.
Exactly. So like a Padres game all day. Let's do it.
Okay, I like that. I get that.
I'm not going out. You know what I mean? Like I can lose not ever going to the Padres Stadium ever again. But I might not even do it for Dodger Stadium. You know what I mean? No way.
Yeah, that would be a lot. Okay, how about this one then? How much to go streaking at a high school football game?
No. No way, bro. No way, because then you're a pedophile. Then you have to register. You know, people get, if you get caught pissing in public, you have to like register.
Yeah. So no price.
Like, there's no amount of money. I'm not doing it for. There's not an amount. Well, hold on. Like 100 million, sure. Because then who gives a fuck?
Who cares? Yeah, I got you.
Like, who
Okay.
gives a fuck? Like, whatever. I'll just move to fucking Paraguay and chill.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, there's no amount of money that someone won't do something. Everybody has a price.
Yeah, I know. That's the point of
So,
this whole thing. I know as
uh,
somebody, you got a price. Like it doesn't matter. It might be outrageous, but you got one.
sure.
Let's
So
do
then if I
something.
have to,
Let's
yeah,
do
I
something
mean,
a little more realistic. How much to do a bar mat shot?
a what?
A bar mat shot.
Oh, when they squeeze out all of that.
It's just all the stuff that they poured all night goes in the bar
Yeah,
mat.
yeah, yeah. I've probably even done. I've done one of those probably.
Okay.
How much to do it? Like, just
50
is it?
bucks.
I mean, it depends. If it's a 2 p.m. on a Wednesday, then more money. But like, if it's Friday at 2 a.m. and I'm drunk, I might do that shit for free.
Okay. Okay.
But sure, I mean, $50. Yeah, I'm
50
doing it for
bucks.
50. If we're at a bar, if we're out and we're at a bar, and you show me $50, I'm doing it for $50.
Okay. So next
100%.
time I see you, we're going to do that.
All right, for $50, sure.
Okay. Perfect.
100%. For a little bit of pain, for 30 seconds of pain, it's just an ounce.
Okay.
There's nothing you can't take a shot of. Like, if you don't do that for a free 50, you're a bitch. You're a bitch, bro. Like, how about this? If I'm on a bachelor party, you should do that for free for the laugh for your friends. You know what I mean?
Okay. I like it. We got you. We got something that you can do. 50 bucks. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know who you are. You're a funny comedian. You are from Miami, Florida?
Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale. Okay, cool. And then you did comedy out there. Did you first or did you do
No, I
comedy?
started in LA.
Okay. And how did you get to LA?
I drove in a car.
Okay, but what made you get to LA? You're just like, I'm gonna just go to LA.
No, I I had graduated college, going through a breakup, bouncing around sales jobs, because that's what you do when you don't have a specific major. And I was like, this sucks. Like, this is what life's about. And I always wanted to be a comedian. I just didn't think it was realistic growing up in Florida. I'm like, oh, you're daydreaming. It's like, I want to be a professional baseball player. So then
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I was like, if I don't try, then I'll never know. So I just told my parents, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna give this a shot. I knew a buddy in LA who got me a job at a nightclub. So I had everything financially secure to like set me up to like get a place and then have an income. And then I moved out here and just started doing it, hit the mic scene.
Okay, so before you moved out here, did you know you wanted to do comedy?
Yeah, in high school I thought about it and a little bit in college, but when you live in Florida, you're like, that's what do it's like I grew up around a lot of realists. So they're just like, yeah, what are you gonna go to LA and do stand up, So
Got you. Did you ever try? So LA was the first time you tried it.
yeah, I would go to before I moved to LA, I was going to some of the mics and shows in Florida, like a couple of them just to watch. And I want to be like, okay, yeah, I'd like to build my confidence, but I could do this.
Okay.
Delta.
So you kind of knew what it was then.
Yeah, I would just, you would watch, you'll catch a couple bad people and you'll be like, okay, if they can do it, I can do it. It was just building my confidence to like get up there. And then even when I got to LA, I had watched maybe 2 or 3 mics before I actually went up. Because, I was terrified.
Yeah, that's kind of how I was. The first open mic I went to, I was like, I could do this. These guys are terrible.
Yeah, of course. That is great. The mics build you up. And then you realize, oh, I'm terrible once I'm up here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're like, wait, I didn't realize I was terrible.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay, how long have you been doing comedy?
Almost 11 years.
Okay, cool. So you've been in LA 11 or 12 years now?
Yeah, I came in April 2010. So I've been here over 11 years.
Okay, cool. So that's a long time.
Yeah.
And
then I met you through Greg Santos and Billy Bonnell connected us and said, yeah, let him do your show.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. And then you gave me the feature spots. You're like, all right, let me test you out. And then I would do a couple feature spots for you. Yeah. Over the years.
Did you come down with those guys or did they just like refer you?
No, they just referred me. And I came down the first time. I think I came down with Fahim, then Francisco.
That's right.
Then maybe Fahim one more time. And then you started headlining me.
Yeah.
I mean, this goes back to like 2015 or I don't even know.
Did you do it when it was in the Cowboy Bar?
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah.
There was never a time where it was like not fun. Yeah. There was one time I came down and I think it was it was with Francisco. I wasn't headlining, I was featuring, and we went out after, and I blacked out.
Yeah, we had a good time.
It was one of like, I remember it was one of the hardest blackouts I've had in California because I woke up on the sidewalk with throw up all over around me at like 4 a.m. I did a push up and I go, oh my God, like how long was I just sleeping on the sidewalk and nobody found me?
In PB?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It was the night we went out and we were just bar hopping and you
We
were just
did.
giving me shots. You were probably giving me those mat shots, you know?
No, I didn't, because you would have charged me for that.
But we were fucked up. I mean, we went out and had a blast. And I was staying at a friend's house. I remember Francisco left the next morning. I didn't wake up in time. And like I had found like Ari Manis was in town and I was like, yo, I need you to take me back to LA.
That's so funny. That was probably like 6 or 7 years ago.
It was a while back. It would have to have been around 2015 because I was dating another comedian at the time and I was staying at her sister's. That's what I used so I could stay there that night.
And you didn't show up. You just were on the
no, she had given me like the keys or something. And I remember crawling to the second floor of the apartment and just coming in and passing out on the couch. And then her sister being like, yeah, I saw him and you were just like in your clothes. And then she goes to work. So I woke up and was just like, felt like shit and just like smelled like throw up and everything. It was just,
oh my God, dude. And how long did that relationship last?
Not long.
After that.
Oh, after that, I don't know how long that was after that, but I mean, you know, we knew relationships weren't going to work back then.
Oh, God.
But that was, I think that I want to say that's the last time I threw up from drinking. Because that's when you're like, what am I doing? I was probably 30. I was like, I'm 30, man. I can't be fucking falling asleep on a sidewalk in PB.
And I'm 36 and I was probably right next to you.
Yeah. Like, I mean, that was, God, that was
after my show.
I have multiple stories from doing your shows. And like, then there was another time, I think this was with Fahim the second time. And again, this is a feature. I don't have any headlining fun stories because I think I just like, do the show and leave. But like, I think because the featuring spot, you get off and you just start drinking.
Yeah.
And then you just start drinking and then you're having fun because the headline spot, you don't drink and afterwards everyone just leaves. So you're like, oh, I'll go home. But I think it was the Fahim one. And I was just having fun and I probably went out with you again. And then I just told him, I was like, just go. I met this girl from the show, just a random girl. And I was like, Fahim, just go. I'll take the train.
You told him just to leave you.
Yeah. And I stayed and I fucking slept at this random chick's house. I fucking went back and I remember she was like, you know, she's probably my age. I remember I got back to her place and it was like, there was like 4 people in the kitchen when I got there. And she was like, my son's sleeping in the other room. She had a kid.
Oh, she had a kid.
What the fuck is going on? And then I remember I woke up at like 7 and took an Uber to the train station and fucking took the train from San Diego to Santa Monica, got off, Ubered home. I was just like, I got to stop doing these fucking PB shows.
Yeah. And then like at the time you're like, what a great idea. Just go home. I'll figure it out. But then
yeah.
What did I do?
Bro, live in the moment, man. I'm glad I had those experiences.
Well, that show was always like fire. There's always tons of good looking ladies. I mean, there still is. I don't party like that as much.
No, me either. I mean, dude, this is what 7 years ago. I'm 37 now, but like, yeah, are you kidding me? Like,
do you remember do you remember the days of just going to a house like with a girl and there would be like 5 or 6 people just at the house and you're just like, wait, what is going on? Like,
yeah, that's
think twice about it.
That's what that was. I felt like I was like, oh fuck. I mean, these people could kill me. I was like, I don't know who any of these people are. They're like all different ages. Then she's like, yeah, my son's in the other room sleeping. She's like a mother with a kid, but she's out at a bar getting drunk at a comedy show. But like, I was just like, what mess of a world am I in? You know what I mean? Like, also, like, I should get it together, but lady, you get it together.
You got to get it together.
You're bringing home a stranger to your son, and he's in the other room, and there's fucking 5 other people in the kitchen partying.
Yeah, you got to get it together more than I do, lady.
Like, like I was just like, what is this?
I remember one time I did a show, and I like went back to this girl's house, and then I came out in the morning, and like there was just 3 girls. They were all naked, just sitting in the living room eating cereal. And I was like, I came out, I was like, oh my God. Like, I thought I would like, wasn't supposed to see it. And they're like, hey, what's up? I was like, what is going on? Like, it was normal. I couldn't believe it.
Dude, PB's a wild place.
It is. It still is.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get back to some of these. Let's get to one of these. How much to post Trump 2024 on your Facebook page and leave it for 24 hours?
I mean, that's a low price. Like, not a lot. Like,
Living in LA?
I'll do it for $500.
$500.
I'd probably do it for less if it's in front of my face, but like, I mean, I might even do it for $350.
Put 350 out. You maybe
Yeah.
do it.
I mean, that's an easy $350. It's 24 hours. It's like, who gives a fuck? And
Okay.
Facebook is so like, the algorithm's so whack on that shit.
It's true. Okay, what about an Instagram post?
$550.
That would be a little more money.
Yeah, $550. I mean, you're gonna lose thousands of followers. So whatever.
And you don't have time to explain it to them.
No.
All right, let's do this one because I know you're a sports guy. How much to take a fastball from a major league pitcher?
In the back? Like,
you're just standing, you're gonna turn, or he's gonna throw it at you and hit you.
so 95.
95.
$1,000.
You do it for $1,000?
Yeah. I might do it for 700. Like,
700?
yeah, I might do it for $700.
Okay.
It's easy money, man. It's just like it's just like someone punching you in the back, really.
Okay.
As long as we're not getting hit in the head, yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I'll
you're gonna
take
have a
it in the
helmet.
back shoulder. I mean, it hurt, dude. Like, injuries hurt way more in your late 30s. So, but yeah, I would for sure. I might do like $700 for that.
So you'd wear a fastball for 700.
Yeah.
All right. I like that one.
Yeah.
Okay. This one. How much to the slap fucking get boxers, dude?
Oh, yeah.
How much to take one of the slaps from one of those Ukrainian slap guys?
I mean, you're getting a concussion. You're getting knocked out. So
Yes.
now we're talking about medical shit. Like, I want $2,000.
$2,000 to do the slap thing.
Yeah. Again, it's easy money, man. It's like that's not a punch. It's a slap. You're still getting a concussion and you're knocked out, but it's not a Mike Tyson punch.
No, I mean,
You know what I mean?
guys, have you seen how hard they hit him and they just faint?
Yeah, because there's something to where like your face as opposed to your head. So at least it's right here. You still get knocked out probably, but still it's like here is like damaging, so but I'll do it, but it's also dangerous. So I still want like a couple G's. I want to chill for a month and just maybe go to Hawaii afterwards. So I need about $2,500 because I want the hotel flight paid for, and then we'll go chill in Hawaii. So 2,500.
Okay.
2,500. Whereas the baseball fucking that pitch, he's like, yo, I'm walking away. I'm going to eat dinner later. You know what I mean? Like, that's nothing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a welt, but whatever.
It's gonna be a welt, but like I can go do a set an hour later.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
How much to shave your head?
I do that shit for free during the pandemic. Yeah, there's very little. Probably $600.
$600 to shave your head all the way.
700, yeah.
7. You just went up 6 or
All
7.
right, 700. Well, because it's like, all right, 'cause now like
$300.
we're working again. So like, like you're fucked if you have like a commercial on.
What a story.
Like, what?
What a story, though.
Yeah, I mean, again, everything's content. If you're a comedian, you're like, dude, I can post about this and make a joke about it. $700 though, because it takes about 2 months to look regular again.
What about 300 cash
to shave my head? No.
Okay, 700.
No, 700's even like I don't know, 1,000, 100%.
Okay.
Wait, I'm thinking this one's actually harder because now I'm thinking about like it's $1,000 isn't really a lot either. Like that's like 1,000. I'd probably do it.
Okay, what about your eyebrows?
One eyebrow. One eyebrow, $5K.
5K. What about both?
I think that's easier.
Okay.
Because one is ridiculous. 2 is like.
What about you shave your eyebrows, and then one of your friends, let's say Mark Hayes, gets to draw them on? He gets to give you eyebrows.
Yeah, 5K. We're just at 5K.
5K. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How much to go silent for a month?
Jesus. So that means no stand up.
No stand up.
10K.
10K, not say a word for a month.
Yeah, I mean that's awful. I mean, you would go depressed in 3 days. You can't even like, can you go in a room by yourself and start talking? You know what I mean? Like, no, dude, that's like, you don't even think that psychologically would fuck you up. You can't even like say to a dog, hey, come here. You can't even do stuff like that.
You could, but you couldn't do the rest of it.
You can't communicate with anyone. Your parents are old. Like, I don't know how much time they have left. I can't risk a month of not talking. They could die.
You could text them.
Oh, you can text.
You could text.
10K.
Okay.
Dude, that's no stand up for a month. And also you're just bored. Like that's a month of work, really. So it's like, all right. And it's a month. So to take up my time of a month, to me, minimum would be like $5,000. And then now I have to be miserable too, 10 grand. That's worse than, I'd rather get knocked out by Mike Tyson almost, but way less money. But still, that's just like 10 grand, I would do it.
Okay.
Because then I'm like, okay, this is my job.
Yeah,
I'm
for a month.
paid.
You made 10 grand that month.
Yeah.
All right. How much to wear 2 arm casts for a month?
Oh, wow. That might be worse than not talking.
You're just
I would do that for 20.
20K.
Yeah. Because that's worse. Because now you can't moving like when people go, well, would you rather have a sprained wrist or an ankle? It's fucking wrist all day. Like, you know what I mean? Like having a sprained ankle is just so annoying. It's just like, you're like, I can't do anything. So that, even this is like, I mean, shitting, pissing, you're forgetting all of that. Eating is my favorite things to do. Like eating, like you have to do, yeah, get out of here.
You got to have a girlfriend.
But at least you can do stand up. You can still do stand up.
I mean, how are you going to get there?
You just are fucking on there and you're like, listen, man, do I really have to explain this? You get it. Fucking was in a bad accident. I fell out of a helicopter. I would just tell people weird shit.
The host gives you the mic. You're just like, come on, bro.
You just keep it in the stand.
All right. How much to run a marathon?
I've done a half marathon.
I didn't say that.
I know, I'm just saying a whole marathon, like I got to do it next weekend.
You got to do it on Saturday.
I'll do it for like 2,500.
Okay.
That's if you're like, you get $2,500 if you do this. I'm like, yeah, I'll go do it.
A little less than $100 a mile.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take about 4 hours. So it's like, yeah, let's do it. It's like 4.5 hours.
Okay.
4 or 5 hours. That's a good day's of work. It's easy money.
Okay.
There's no time limit. It's not like I have to finish it in a certain amount of time.
No. You just got to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back to some questions. You did a lot of cool shows. You toured around the country with Chris. What was probably the coolest show you did? Or
what?
Or a couple shows. Like, what were some of the best shows you did?
I had Carnegie Hall was really cool.
How many people?
That's like 3,300. It wasn't the most I've ever done, but it's just like, I didn't know much about Carnegie Hall until I saw it on the schedule. And then people were like, you know about Carnegie Hall.
History.
And then I started looking up the history and I was like, oh, this is pretty prestigious and like cool. And then even when you get there, there's like a whole museum of the Beatles, Ray Charles, everybody has performed there. So you're sharing a stage. Whereas like some other theaters, I don't know who's been at some other theater, but Carnegie Hall was built before technology, like electricity. So the acoustics, you don't even really need a microphone. And really? Like no video, no photography. And it's just like historic. So that was cool. And it was a fun show. But again, like it was just a show, but that was cool. But it wasn't that cool because I didn't know about it 4 years ago. I didn't really, if someone was like, about Carnegie Hall, I'd be like, no, what? You know what I mean? I was that dumb.
You didn't appreciate it as much as you probably could.
Yeah, but I mean, like I had fun like doing some big theaters, like the Hard Rock one, because that's all my friends and family are there, and they get to see that. And that one's like 4,800. That was like a big one. There was a really cool one in St. Louis. They had a beautiful theater. I mean, some of these theaters are just historic, and they have like, and they're really pretty. And then now looking back, like, if I ever get a chance to perform in those again, who knows? Like that's nothing's guaranteed, even if you're a successful comedian. So,
Of course.
but the Carnegie Hall one was really cool, and then there was a St. Louis one that was really sick, I thought, and then Florida, yeah.
What's the biggest difference in performing in those huge venues versus at a comedy club?
Comedy club's more intimate for sure. You I can feed off the energy of the crowd. Like I love clubs. I mean, listen, I mean theaters are fun, but like you're just doing your set and they're laughing and
You
and
can't
that's
really
it.
get
I
the
mean,
interaction. It's just like they
yeah, I
laugh.
mean you're not really doing crowd work, but like, yeah, you're just going and it's awesome. It's definitely awesome. You're like, whoa, but like again, it's just like cool because it's like a lot of people laughing and it's all up the energy. But I love clubs, man.
Is the pacing different?
People say it is, but the way I do it, my comedy's different. I don't know. I'm kind of ranty sometimes, so but I mean, you definitely, yeah, you definitely can like be 20 minutes in and do like 3 minutes less than you usually do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like you'll sit in it for a little bit longer.
The laughs are a little longer. It takes a
Yeah,
little.
they're a little longer, but it's not like crazy. It's like, some people will be like, yeah, man, you can do your 20 minutes in a theater is 35. Like, no, it's not, you fucking asshole. Like, shut up. It's like maybe like a 3 minute, like you'll look at your phone and be like, oh shit, I did 20 already. And I still had like 3 more minutes of my set usually. It's
Yeah.
like, but bro, it's easier. It's like all theater shit is confidence. Like that's why when you get to that point, like you're already a confident guy on stage. But like, bro, if you're in a theater full of 5,000 people, if 3,000 are laughing, you're killing.
And it's
You
three
know
or
what I mean?
5,000.
2,000, yeah, 2,000 people can hate you and you're still killing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's just like you're doing your set crushing.
And it's 3,000 to 5,000 people that paid to go see comedy.
Yeah, a lot of money too. Well, not $20 tickets. They're probably like $60 to $70 tickets.
Now, did you
Yeah.
ever have a hard thing though, because you would be performing and like a lot of them want to see the headliner, where
Yeah.
they were just like, all right, get the headliner out here already. Was that ever an
No,
issue?
I mean some people that we would try to hold as long as possible for the shows, but I mean sometimes people are walking in during your set, especially on two-man shows. Sometimes they're walking in but it's like that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like because like there's still that 2,000 other people sitting down listening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, like who knows what's going on in the upper deck? Like there could be people just talking, not even listening to you. You know what I mean? You just take what you're getting. And I think when you are in a theater, those are like huge fans of comedy. You know what I mean? Like this isn't a comedy club where you might get walk-ups or, majority of the time they don't know who you are. And yeah, a theater's like, oh my God, they bought these tickets months ago.
Yeah,
You know what I
40
mean?
to $100. Like, yeah.
And they bought it months ago and they're gonna buy merch. And this is their like, they're like, yo, in 2 weeks, we're going to that show.
Yeah.
Whereas like comedy club acts, even if it's a headliner who sells out, they're like, oh, let's go this week. Let's get it. We've seen this guy before. But I do love I love like club rooms because I like to feed off the energy of the crowd and riff a little bit.
Yeah, nice. Okay, what was the worst show you've done?
Worst good show I've ever done was
okay, worst good show.
I mean, worst. I mean, there's a lot of like worst. I mean, sure. We've done fucking horrible bar shows where you're like trying to fight to get attention, but that's just part of the game. But like, so to me, like the worst show I've done is like a show where you're like, this should be a good show, and it's like not a good show. Was in San Diego House of Blues with Chris maybe like 4 years ago, and they were just drunk and rowdy.
Just yelling shit, right?
Yelling shit. And you might have been there. I don't know if you came in, but I wasn't going first. But I remember like Mark and Craig were going up first. And then like Mark went up first and they were just like, boo, next. Like they were just, he was getting railed.
Oh,
and me and Craig couldn't stop laughing, dude. We were like, ah, and then Craig went on and it's still hard. And then I went on and I'm like, this isn't fun. This is not fun at all. I felt like I was bombing. You know what I
It's
mean?
like a boxing match. You're just like, what am we
You're
doing?
like, this is supposed to be awesome. And it was just the House of Blues was like, I guess they offered him so much money to do it. And then like, it's not meant for comedy. It's just like
No,
a party crap. So
yeah,
that one
there's
was
like no
pretty
seat.
bad.
People are standing.
Yeah.
Like,
My other war show I did was my second showcase in Montreal.
for just for laughs.
Yeah, I feel like I bombed. Yeah. It was just not good. Like I wasn't connecting. Nobody was like understand. It was just like I was like, am I speaking a foreign language? And in my head, I was getting mad because I was like, you guys are ruining my career. Because at the time, you think that this is like, you think this is it. You're like,
It's gonna make or break you.
this is gonna make or break me. That's what your mentality is, which is like, and some people tell you, don't worry, it doesn't matter. Years from now, you look back and like, oh, that was fun. And it's true. But in the moment, you're a 6-year comic and you're like, if I crush this, I could be on television tomorrow. You know what I mean? And I'm up there starting off slow and I'm getting a little panic in my head. And now I'm mad. I'm like, I'm going after someone and I'm like, thank God, it's the second one. Thank God I've already done a first one that was like good. But like this one, I'm just like, if anyone was like, I want to see him one more time, fucking bomb. I'm like, God damn it. And that one I hated. And part of me still has like a little part of me inside goes like I hurt from that show. I hurt because I
Oh,
think that I think that mattered a little bit in my head, but I'm still waiting for something in my career to happen to be like, oh, it doesn't matter. See, you know what I
yeah,
mean? I'm still
yeah.
waiting for that thing to happen to be
You're
like,
thinking something hasn't happened because of maybe that show still.
maybe not because of that show, but I'm like, did I drop the ball? Were there 2 outs, bases loaded, down by 1, and I fucking strike out? Did I? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's one of those, but it is what it is, man.
It is what it is, dude.
I like having the memories.
Yeah.
When I'm on my deathbed, I won't think about that.
I mean, hopefully not. Is there anything what's the craziest thing that's happened at a show?
Oh, I was in I think it was Portland one time. I actually had posted a video of this years ago. There was just a guy like passed out, like drunk in the front, and I was like talking to him. And like I went up to him and I was just like pretending to interview him and
I
shit.
remember
Like,
that.
yeah. And he was just like drunk, passed out in the front row of a theater show before the headliner, who he probably paid to come see. So that was hilarious. But like I've never had any crazy interactions where someone threw something or ran on stage or like I've never had anything like that. I mean, oh, I did a show like in Torrance, kind of like it was like Craig put on a show in Torrance where his like an American soldiers bar or whatever somewhere in Torrance, and he like had a couple of one-offs there where he like they asked him to like book a show, and I went down there with me, Craig, Jesus Trejos, and Ron Taylor, and it was us 4, and we're doing a show. It was fun. There was a lot of people, and I got off, and then Ron Taylor's on stage, and during Ron Taylor's set, someone like falls to the ground and is like having a heart attack or something crazy, and this guy just is going. He's just doing his set, and it's
Just
like
push through it.
just going through it. Like, but it's kind of like in the corner, like the back corner, where nobody in the crowd really knows what's going on, but maybe like the 4 people around, and then we're in the back, like, what the fuck is going on? And then the side door comes in, the ambulance come in, take him, and it was just like a guy who had like a diabetic thing, you know,
Yeah.
like not enough blood, and he like passed out or something, and he was fine. But Ron Taylor was just like, damn, I'm just doing my set. Like I don't even know.
You
'Cause
just
he wears
pushed through it.
glasses, so I don't even know if he was like knew what was happening. I think he was just like, something's going on, but I'm gonna keep doing my set. But like it was hilarious that like this guy could be dying, and this guy's like, yeah, so this motherfucker, like,
So I had one like that happen. I was in Kentucky opening for Ian Bagg, and I'm on stage and I'm like 20 minutes. It was just a 2-man show. I'm like 20 minutes into the set. I got 5 more minutes, and this guy has like a seizure and he hits the ground, and everyone's like, ask for a doctor. So I'm like still in the middle. I'm like, is there a doctor here? And people think I'm kind of still joking. And finally, like everybody stops. I'm like, no, really, we need a doctor. And they come, and like 20 minutes later, it's like a guy in his 30s or 40s, and he's just laying on his side. And then they come in and they wheel him out. And on his way out, I'm like, hey man, he goes, dude, I'm so sorry. I go, don't worry about it. He goes, you were doing great. I had too many mushrooms and they hit me. And so he said he just had a panic attack and passed out. And then I go over to Ian and I go, Ian, you ready for me to bring you up? He goes, you better do 10 more minutes, motherfucker.
So like you're 10, 15 minutes into your set, this happens, then everything stops for like 10 minutes.
It's like 30 minutes.
So everybody's just kind of sitting there eating, drinking while
Just
this is going
sitting
on.
there, everyone's looking at this dude. The ambulance is coming in, wheeling him out. Like it happened right in the middle of the show.
Then you go back on stage, you're like, let's get back to normal.
Yeah. Then I made it easy because the guy told me he was on mushrooms.
Yeah.
So I brought that up and that got a little bit of a laugh and then told a couple more jokes. And then
I'm sure Ian fucking riffed for 15 minutes on it.
yeah, he destroyed, of course.
Yeah. He's just going to crowd work that shit all the way to the bank.
I think he spent like half the night like, are you gonna pass out next?
Yeah.
You know, that dude's a beast.
Yeah.
Okay, couple more questions. How much to ride a bull for 8 seconds? I mean, you're not gonna make it 8 seconds, but how much?
My bucket list is to do the running of the bulls one day. To ride one for 8 seconds. Oh, like to like do like one of those like Southern guys. Yeah. Got you. We're not talking about at the fucking restaurant on Sunset.
No, it's not a mechanical.
Ride a bull.
A real bull. You got to get.
I mean, that's a life. One, it's a life experience. Two, there's going to be like the guys around to help, right? You know, I'm not just going on it and like, yeah. I mean, this is a low thing too. I would like, if I can make money doing it, let's do it. Like, give me $1,000.
$1,000 to ride a bull
for 8 seconds. Like, if I don't get the 8 seconds, do I not get the money?
You're not going to make it 8 seconds.
Because like you get thrown off pretty. Like that's like a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would try it just for life experience.
How much to drop in on a half pipe?
I think I did it when I was younger, but I was very terrified. But I don't think I think I just like I might have fallen. But like I would do that. That's a low. Like I would do that like right now today. You're like, yo, come over here, $500 to do it. I'll do it.
$500 to drop in on a half pipe.
Well, if it's a huge one now, I'm like I don't have health insurance, so maybe like. I know I'm not gonna break my leg, but like $2,000 because I don't have health insurance.
You just signed off on it with the "I'm not gonna break my leg" comment.
Yeah, I'm not gonna break my leg, but I might fall and scrape my elbow. $2,000's fine.
You're
$2,000. If I break a fucking arm, I'm fucked. You know.
How much to do the Olympic ski jump? The big thing that they go down.
The one where they go like this.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, dude. You're breaking every bone in your body. Like, bro, are you kidding me? I need medical bills fucking paid for. So, I mean, it's $100,000 in medical bills right there. So I need 200. I need 200K. Bro, that's crazy. I mean, you're just, I have to hope that I land on my feet from like, I mean, they go up, what are we talking about? Over 5 stories high. Like, I mean, 50 feet in the air.
I mean, yours is going to go.
You know, the minute you fly off, you're not staying in form. You're going like this. Like, you know what I mean? And you're just so like you're walking away with like broken shit. So I need like 200K. Dude, I gotta get punched by Tyson over that.
I think we're gonna crowdfund this, and everybody that pitches in money gets to go watch around the arena and watch you do the ski jump.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I'll bet you none of the Jackass guys will even do that one. Because that one, you're fucked, dude. You're breaking bones.
Oh, it's so good, dude. So funny.
Dude,
how much to sleep in a dumpster for 24 hours?
Minimum. So you have to stay in it for 24 hours, but like
hours,
a dumpster. So there's one right out that window. A days of work, $5,000.
$5,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
$5,000 getting a tetanus shot afterwards.
All right. How much to get a bikini wax?
That's where they just wax my pubes.
Yeah. Brazilian bikini wax.
And my asshole?
And the asshole.
That part hurts.
I mean, I would think.
Yeah.
Do you know already?
No, I've cut my asshole hair one time and it was a mistake because when it grows back, it's just prickly and you're like, what the fuck? Bikini, like That's not a lot of money. Like you could throw some cash at me for that. Like if I would do that for a fucking, I might do that for $500.
$500 to get a Brazilian bikini.
Yeah, like it takes that's 30 seconds.
Girls pay to do it.
Yeah, that's 30 seconds of work.
How much to do? Are you a spicy food guy?
I can do spicy, not crazy. I've done the spicy chip challenge.
Is that
Do you
like
know what that is? The tortilla chip?
no?
There's like a devil's, it's like if you Google tortilla chip, like the devil's spice, whatever, it's just one corn tortilla chip and it's supposed to be the spiciest chip in the world. And on a bachelor party, one kid was like, I'll give you $500 to eat it. And I was like, 100%. This is during the pandemic. So I was like, yeah, that's a half of my rent. And then we're all drunk and we're all fucked up. We're in Joshua Tree. And I was like, let me see. I start negotiating. I walked away with $1,300 to eat it. And afterwards, I was like, I would have done that again for 6 because it's
Okay.
only 40. It was 40 minutes of pain.
So you handled it easy.
It was 40 minutes of pain. It felt like, it's just 40 minutes of burning because there was no milk and it was just like holding ice in my mouth for 40 minutes. But it was funny and entertaining for them. But like I was with like 15 dudes. Everybody contributed. I walked away with like $1,200. It was awesome.
That's funny. How much to do one of those ghost peppers? That'd be nothing.
No, I want money because that's like, again, it's probably going to be pain for an hour.
Yeah, so how much money?
650.
650.
Yeah.
That's an
For
interesting.
1 hour of work. Yeah.
Okay, I like it. You're just thinking in hourly wages.
Yeah.
How much to put a dog collar, a shock collar on your neck and shock yourself twice?
Fucking free. No. I would do that. I mean, that's low. I mean, dude, I might do that for fucking $300.
$300 for a dog collar?
I mean, dude, if a dog can do it, you know what I mean? Like, come on. It's like twice. And then I fucking record it, get a post, whatever, gets flagged. Dude, that's nothing. That's again, what is that? 30 seconds of work? 300.
Okay,
It's like there's no after effects. It's just scary. That's it.
we're gonna make that one happen.
Yeah.
Tattoos. You have any tattoos?
I don't. Now this is a lot of money.
Yeah. How much to get a tramp stamp? You get to pick
Half a mil.
$500,000 to get a tramp stamp.
Yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Because even if you get it removed, that shit costs like tens of thousands to get it removed, like $10,000 to get it. You still have like a little weird scarring.
Okay.
So it's just like that's a forever thing. There's no hourly thing on this. There's no pain for a month. Like that's forever. So I mean, if it's forever, then it's got to be a life-changing money. And I would think 500 is life-changing because I could go buy a house.
Yeah.
So 500.
Okay. How much to get a Katy Perry neck tattoo?
A Katy Perry. So it just says Katy Perry
No, a picture of Katy Perry.
right here. 5 million.
$5 million.
I mean, that's like my image. Like I gotta like open every show I do now with that.
But what a story, dude. I mean, you'd be known as the Katy Perry guy.
Fine, $5 million, dude. That's why. But 5 million, it's forever. You can't really get that removed. It probably hurts, and then it's like 5 million. It's like, all right, I'm financially set for life. I can make that work for life. I could put 3 million away, buy flat out, put a down payment of $1 million on my dream house, and then the other $1 million just kind of be smart with it and like live off of that for a little bit while I work doing fucking selling 60 tickets in each city for fucking comedy. But maybe I could sell more tickets after that tattoo.
I mean, if you had a Katy Perry neck tattoo, I'm sure you would get a lot of publicity.
For 5 million, yeah, it would definitely be. I could definitely maybe get on Rogan for that.
All right, last questions. Skydiving. How much to go skydiving?
Just pay for all the travel to get there to do it.
Okay.
I'll probably do it. I haven't done it yet, but I'm scared. But that's minimum like a couple grand.
And to go bungee jumping?
Yeah, but I want the bungee jump has to be over water, just in case.
Bungee jumping over land.
I don't know if I want to do that. That's
No
scary.
amount of money? $1 million.
It depends like what company. Am I bungee jumping in Colombia? No.
We're in Mexico.
Like,
You got to sign a waiver.
yeah, no, I'm not doing it in Mexico. It's got to be like, nah, man, this is where fucking,
A sanctioned city.
this is like, yo, you fucking Bill Gates bungee jumped here. Oh, okay, cool. Then they made sure this one works. You know what I mean? Like, who's bungee jumped at this one? I'm not doing some Mexico bungee jump.
You're not doing Cozumel bungee jump.
No, I'm not doing like maybe Australia. No, yeah, and it's
Like
got to be over.
if you buy a bungee jump, we'll give you a free round of margaritas at the club in Cozumel. You won't do that.
No, I mean I'm not going first.
Okay. Last question. Skydiving. There's how much money would it take if you're going skydiving? There's 4 parachutes, 3 are packed.
There's not amount of money. There's none. I'm not a 25% chance of dying. I'm out.
You're out.
Yeah, it's not. There's no. You can't offer me $1 billion because it's like, what does that even matter if I pick the wrong one?
Your family's set.
Fuck them. Fuck them. What family? My 70-year-old parents. I have 10 years left to live. Get the fuck out of here. What are they gonna do with $1 billion? Just still sit at home? Like my fucking nephews, they're gonna be fine without or with it. You know what I mean? There's no amount like you would think like, all right, $1 billion, you would have to sit there and think about it. I wouldn't just say no, but I would just be like, it's just not worth it. It's like one of the 4, and like they all feel the same. You can't. It's just not like I would have to be. It's just not like that's money doesn't matter that much. You know what I mean? What's funny is there's a lot of people that would take the chance, but I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like life is going to be more fun just walking away from it.
You're gonna have more fun. Well, you just did walk away from it.
Yeah, there's no dude. Are you doing that?
I mean, this is really just a suicide check just to see how you're doing in life.
Oh wow, yeah. I'm not doing it if there's no amount of money, because I'm not gonna like. If there was 10 backpacks and one of them is not full, so it's 10% chance. I'm more tempted.
So the percentage.
10% is still high. 10% chance of dying is still high, but I would be like, man, this shit's meant to be if I pick the one without it. Out of 10, I'll do 1 out of 10.
So what would you rather do? What would you rather do in that situation? Would you rather have 10 parachutes with 1 faulty, or would you rather have 100 parachutes with 10 that are faulty?
It's just I rather do the
math
10.
is the exact same. I'm just curious. What would
the 10 because it's just like, all right, I don't have to like with 100 now you're like there could be 3 in a row, there could be 1 every 10. Like it's just too much like overthinking. Whereas 1 out of 10, it's just like I'm just grabbing the first one because I doubt it's going to be one of the end ones. I'm grabbing one of the first or last ones.
You got a strategy, and they're like,
because if you're gonna do it, why are you gonna put it on the end? It's least like you're gonna like that kind of ruins it.
Because I'm like, I think he might grab the first one, thinking that it won't be it.
Well, what? So the guy setting this up wants you to die. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know, man. We don't have to pay you.
I would really think about 1 out of 10. 2 out of 7 is even a no. Whatever the percentage is on that, it's just not worth it, man.
That's funny, buddy.
Well, I would love to know how many. Am I the first comic to say I'll walk away from one?
No, a bunch of them have. Some people have said amounts that are pretty low, and you're like, ooh.
Some are like, dude, if there was 2 bags, I would fucking do it.
Yeah, they're like, somebody's like $100,000. I was like, oh God, what?
You're crazy, bro. They don't know what money is. $100,000 lasts 2 months.
Jason Cheney said it'd be funny if the parachute that didn't work, if you just pulled it up and confetti shot out. And it's just like fucking, oh, he didn't make it.
Oh wow. No, I'm not fucking. No way.
Cool. Well, that's it, man. That's the podcast. I appreciate you doing it. Anything you want to promote or plug or talk about?
I mean, just if you listen to podcasts, I don't want you to go away from Josh's, but if you want to check out my podcast, which was formerly The Takeover, but I'm starting a new one with my buddy Matty Chimber called Village Idiots. So check out Village Idiots if you like podcasts. That's
Cool.
it. Or
Thank you,
when's this
buddy.
come out?
Not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday.